What's up, everybody? So we are on double duty this week. It's 2 times in 1 week. Typically, I normally come on once a month, but I felt it was important to hop on today and talk to you guys about what a susu is, so that we don't get caught up investing in something and not understanding what it is. So I do see some folks are hopping on. Hey, thanks for joining. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Come on in. We're going to be talking about what this susu is, how it actually works, what it is originated from, if you should do it, how to understand it better, all of these great things. Because if you haven't heard about it already, I'm sure you will. And I want to make sure that you have all the information you need to make an informed decision, because sometimes we see things and we might be tempted to take advantage without fully understanding how it works. So I tried to draw some diagrams, and then I realized that they're probably going to be backwards. So I'll still try to explain the best that I can, but hopefully you'll still be able to get an idea of what is happening with this susu thing. So first I want to talk about the original susu and what it started as. And so this is a type of credit and savings informal association, right? So think of it as like a small group of folks who come together that are helping each other out with raising money and saving money. And so the origins of it's a group of people that pool money together into a central location, and then it is a rotating savings club. And so everybody that participates, the same pool of people, all benefit from this same pool of money. So it's a finite group. It has a set amount of money that you contribute, and there is a set amount of people that you start and finish with. So it did not originate as a recruiting, adding more people to it. That's not how this started. And so if you have heard of the susu and what you are being invited to is encouraging you to recruit more people, that is not the original form of this savings and credit union. This is an iteration of something different. So the original susu, if you're interested in starting something like that, I'll be talking about what that looks like. But this new thing that you're seeing, where it's encouraging you to add additional people, is not the same thing. So in the original form of a susu, there is a group. And there is one person who is like the treasurer or the banker that collects the funds from everybody who is a member of the group. There is one person who benefits from the pool in that rotation, and then it continues to rotate. And so I have a diagram that shows a little bit better, but it is not a hierarchical structure where, you recruit people going down. It's more of a circle. And so everybody in the group benefits from the circle. So, and you keep going until everybody in the group has gotten back the money they have put in. And so the people who get from the pool in the beginning, essentially what they're doing is they're paying the money back in the pool to pay off the loan that they borrowed. So let's just talk about what the structure looks like for this new susu that you're looking like. So if you were around a couple months ago and you were on social media or really anywhere, you might have seen the blessings loom. And so what this was is there was a name in the middle, and there were different layers to this loom. And the folks on the outside of the loom, their goal was to get to the center. Okay, and so once you got to the center, you collected the money from everybody else that was being recruited. That is the same thing that is happening with this new susu. Okay, so you put in a dollar amount, whatever the case might be. I've seen some smaller amounts, $25, and heard about, some larger ones up to $500. So whatever the amount is that you're putting in this new susu, they are guaranteeing a return of 8 times, 7 times, a lot more than what you've put in. Now, if this is the case, it is not a traditional susu, because the money has to come from somewhere. And this is what I need you to think about when you are looking to participate in things that are investments. All money has to come from somewhere. It does not just appear out of thin air. And so when you are recruiting new people, you are putting this money into this pyramid, this hierarchy. And so it continuously has to feed new people into the stream so that folks get paid. So I want you to take a look at this diagram, and you might not be able to see it, but bear with me. This was the best I could do, because I don't got my whiteboard with me. But okay, can y'all see this? Hopefully you can see it. So there's a person at the top, right? This person collects whatever the payment is from the 2 people they recruit. Okay, now each level, it multiplies how many people are getting recruited. This top person is collecting the money from each person coming in below. Now they might only keep, a portion, maybe the 4,000. What was it? Yeah, the 4,000 from 8 of the people, but the pyramid has to keep going so that the people who are coming in at the bottom, it continues to get filled. So this is why it's important for you to continue recruiting people into this new susu, because the money comes from the people coming into it. Okay, it's not a return on investment. It's you filing in new people, and typically this is people you know and care about, right? And you are collecting the money from them to pass to somebody who's above you. So if you are being recruited into a susu, or if you're already into one, don't recruit anybody else. Okay, this is not an investment strategy. It's not a real investment. Is going to have some type of contract. It's going to explain the terms. If it has to be done through Cash App or Venmo or some place where there's no paper trail, no documentation explaining what the return is, I would be very, very leery of it, because at the end of the day, all money has to come from somewhere. And so if you are participating in something like this, you may be able to get your money back from, whoever you started with. But if you have not participated, please do not put your money in and then start recruiting people, because eventually, just like what happened with the Blessings Loom, the same thing's going to happen where they're going to run out of people who are being recruited. Once there are no more people, the new people that are at that bottom layer, they don't have any more money to get the 4,000 or whatever the amount is back, okay? Because all money has to come from somewhere. So that is this new age susu that's nothing like the traditional version. So how the actual traditional version of the susu works, it looks more like this. It looks more like a circle, okay? And so what happens is every single person that is involved all contribute the same amount of money. The pool of money then goes to one person every rotation. So in this example, there are 12 people, okay? Each of the 12 people are paying in $100. Let's say they're paying in $100 every month. In that first month, let's call it January, the first person is gonna get the $1,200, okay? Now, the following month, that first person is still going to pay $100 into the susu, but the $1,200 pool is going to go to the next person on the list, okay? So then the following month, let's call it March, the third person is going to get $1,200, but everybody on the list is still paying into the susu, okay? So there is no point in time where you put money in and then you disappear, you're out, okay? In a traditional susu, everybody keeps putting in until every person in this cohort, this group, has gotten their rotation and gotten their money back. So think of it like this. If I'm in this group, I'm with 11 other of my good friends, and there is one person in the group who has an immediate need for $1,200. So we might put them first on the list. Maybe they need to get their car fixed, something, right? So all of us friends, we come together, we put our $100 in. That first friend on the list, they get their $1,200. Boom, car is fixed. Yay, right? They're taken care of. The following month, that friend that got the $1,200, they're going to put $100 back into the Susu along with everybody else. So then this next month, it might be another friend who might need, I don't know, $1,000 to add to a down payment for a house they're trying to buy. Great, they get their house bought. The following month, that friend plus the friend from the very first month, January, our car friend, both of them also pay back into the Susu for the following months. And so every month, every person continues until everybody has gotten their rotation. So why might somebody do this? Why not just save the money on your own? Well, maybe I'm in a bind and I need, this money right now. Maybe we're doing a larger investment. Maybe, all of our friends are paying in $1,000, right? And so we all put this $1,000 in and, that's $12,000. Okay, boom. I can put an investment into an investment property, or I can make a significant investment into stocks or something like that, right? Where I need a large lump sum. That's why this might make sense for folks who need the cash immediately. Now, let's say I am a friend that wants to help support other friends. I would like a lump sum too, but I don't need to be a part of that first group. Well, I might be the friend who says, okay, I'll take my payout in December, right? And so what's happening is in the first 11 months, I'm investing into all my other friends until it's my turn. And in December, essentially all the other friends have paid back their investments, right? And so then I get my lump sum. So I want you to just be very, very careful. There's nothing wrong with the traditional Susu. It's a great way to help a close-knit community. And in fact, this is how, a lot of other communities do it, right? They pull their money together and they go make an investment into a business, and then it rotates to the next family, right? And so you might have seen this in different cultures. It's not something that we do often, but it exists, and it is a way to inject a large sum of cash into a project. But you have to have participants who understand that this is a collective thing, and it is not a get in and get out. It is, okay, we signed this agreement. If you're going to do it here, I would suggest having something that is a contract, a formal agreement of what the expectations are, and a way to get your money from the folks if they decide they're not going to participate fully. So the traditional Susu, I'm totally for it. I support it. If you want help setting one up for a group of your friends, contact me. I'll help you get started. But this new thing that you're seeing, if you have to recruit people, it's not the wave. It's not what you want to do. It's not what you think it is, because you continuously have to fill the funnel, and there always has to be new people coming in. So just think, if I have to recruit somebody and convince somebody else to put money in, and I am guaranteed to get more than what I put in, I probably shouldn't do it. Okay? Because money has to come from somewhere. And in this case, it's coming from the people behind you putting their money in. This is why it's done on like a Cash App and things like that. Because this is not a legitimate thing. So I will be very, very careful. If you're already in it, get your money back and get out, because it is illegal. Okay? So hopefully that helped to clear up what is going on with what you're seeing. You help set them up. Yes, I can help you set one up to really explain what's going on, to lay it out on paper, so that you can really understand what's happening, because an actual Susu is a great thing to have. Be cognizant of the source of funds. Oh yeah, that's a really good point, Whitney, because you want to make sure you're not getting involved in no illegal activity, trying to wash money, right? It happens, but you got to be mindful of what's going on, right? I know all of us are looking for ways to increase our income and flip the money, but if it can't be clearly explained and you don't get it, get in contact with somebody who has experience with it that can help explain it to you. If it is quick, it probably is not right. Building wealth takes time, and so try not to get caught up in, oh, it's real quick. Try not to get caught up in that, because more often than not, it is not good for you. What type of account would we use? It depends. So most savings accounts, you can make like 6 withdrawals in a month. So any high yield savings, to put the money in, or just a regular checking, a joint bank. Look, talk to me offline so I can help you out. You don't want everybody to have access to it. You do want everybody to see what's going on, but you don't want everybody to be all up in the bank account. So okay, I'm scrolling back up. Oops, sorry guys, my battery's low. Okay, so if y'all do have any other general questions, let me know. Hopefully this was helpful. I just been seeing it a lot, and I really don't want it to turn into the blessings loom thing where folks, you know, they got on with somebody they trusted, but the person they trusted didn't understand it, and now everybody's out, you know, whatever amount. Yes, high yield savings. Yes. Excellent. Good. Glad it was helpful. Okay, so if you're just now coming in, watch the replay. Hopefully I didn't fuss too much, but please be careful. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a good night.